Jesus, folk, it's Flog 30! Who'd have thought it?
Who'd have thought it indeed?
Who'd have thought it? So, hello and welcome back to the channel. I am Bragi.
And I am Egil.
Oh yes.
So, what are we talking about today then, Chiefy?
Well, we'll do what we always do. We'll stick to the format of the
You mean
vlog.
blather on about nothing, eh?
Well, no, we're going to talk about your life.
Oh dear, that, like I said, nothing.
So, what have you been up to?
Been a very interesting time, actually,
Oh.
since I last spoke to you.
Oh, wait a minute. Grab a nice drink, folks, and sit down. This is going to be interesting.
Maybe some Valium. Anyway, where I live, block of flats, I was looking out my window the other day and looked on 3 police cars, various officers of the law.
Were they coming for you?
Well, they were coming for the bloke downstairs because he was dead.
Oh dear.
There was an undertaker, well, 2 undertakers, and a horrible smell. But the thing I noticed, the police were wandering around the complex. No, well, I don't think she'd have thanked you for that, but we had all the doors open for a long time. So there was that, and I was also learnt the irony. The police museum got robbed.
So they may not know about Derby having a police museum. Not many people do.
We have a local entrepreneur. He does his best. He does some good things.
What, we're going to say his name?
What, Richard Felix?
Oh, hello. I've said it now.
If you're watching, Richard, I hope everything's okay.
Has he heard about your channel? Our channel?
I haven't seen him for a long time. He's been busy. But he was my officer when I was in the TA. He was a captain.
Yes, what a small world.
Yeah, he was a captain. I was a private.
Now, for you folks out there, you may have heard the name Richard Felix from...
Yeah, he's been on television with a series called Most Haunted.
There you go.
He's also on Yesterday Channel, where he's a resident expert on a number of things.
Oh, we could be there one day.
Well, when I get hold of him, I'll mention it. But last time I saw him was very briefly. But he's busy in other parts of the country. But he does. He's got a series of DVDs out on haunted places around.
Oh yes.
Well worth the watch.
If you type in Richard Felix, you will find 1 or 2 of his lectures about ghosts. They're quite interesting, worth watching.
He's also a nice bloke, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, there's always that barrier between officer and other ranks. But having said that, we get on pretty well.
Does that continue after you've been in the army?
Oh yeah.
So an officer always remains an officer, and a private always remains a private.
Yeah, it's a conditioning you get. It's nothing personal.
Can you remember that time we went to take part in that World War II event?
Yeah.
And that soldier thought you was an officer, didn't he?
Oh, I may not have been an officer,
No,
but I
but
was in intent.
I know, that was so funny.
Yeah.
So that's quite interesting. So I've heard a rumour that you have a mouse again.
Ah,
Is Micegate back?
it's such an odd time of the year for them to come in. Now, I have a rack of 56.
August.
Yeah, I have a rack of 56 77mm shell cases.
Oh, right.
And I think it may have nested in one of those.
Oh.
I was going to get, my mate Rob coming round on Saturday, so we'll go through them. But the cheeky little monkey, I was sitting watching telly and he just ran in front of me, looked at me and ran off. Then the next night came even closer.
No, he must like you.
Well, I put a mousetrap down with marmalade in it and I haven't seen him since and he's not been sprung.
It's not Paddington Bear, you know.
No, well the thing is, mice love peanut butter. But I haven't got any and I'm not getting any money till Saturday, so...
Oh, there's a bag of food downstairs for you.
Ooh, lovely.
Yeah, there you go. And give an Egil some food we don't want.
Yeah.
You got to help out, haven't you? Do your bit.
Look after the old folk.
Yeah.
But, so as you can see, it's been, I wouldn't say hectic, but it's been
Have you been anywhere?
No, in actual fact, if we weren't filming today, I'd have gone to Wollerton Hall.
Oh.
But,
and what's that, the folk who don't know what it is?
Wollerton Hall is an amazing place. It's in just before you get into Nottingham proper.
Yes, I've been there.
I went there when I was 8, but the park is really nice to sit in on a day like this.
Oh, yes.
But inside, during World War II, for our American friends, American paratroopers and soldiers were stationed there just before D-Day. And if you go in, there used to be a full-size giraffe. And I was into butterflies at the time.
Oh, right.
And I was about 12.
Oh.
And they have a whole collection of butterflies.
What about moths?
Butterflies are prettier.
Of course, we've had a massive amount of, is it purple emperors out this year?
There is actually, due to the weather, I think, in a quarry nearby here, a blue butterfly that's appeared again.
Oh.
And they're busy guarding it, quite rightly. But I suppose things have changed a lot. I mean, whether it's climate change, as a child, I remember seeing red admirals in our garden because they like to eat stinging nettles.
Yes, well, we are going to talk about climate change and the vlog. Whether it's going to be this one, we'll see where we are towards the end.
And also sparrows.
Yes.
You don't see many sparrows now, and one time I remember you couldn't shift for them.
Now, if you was Olaf, there you are, back in the Viking Age, 8th century, what would you think about butterflies? How would you perceive them?
I don't know. I mean, I think, and I may be wrong on this, I heard it on television, that called butterflies because the majority of them were yellow.
Right.
Whether that's the case or not, I don't know. But I think I'd just appreciate them like I do now. They're very pretty to see. I
wonder what the Anglo Saxon word is for butterfly. Makes you think that.
Perhaps somebody out there can. I'm sure there are some Anglo Saxon scholars. If you can.
Well, I know Kevin from Learned Old English would know that. But not really watching his content for a while.
Yeah.
Been too busy.
You young people.
Oh no, well, can't all be living at home.
It's the life of eye candy,
Indeed. He's more eye candy than me.
You see me in the jungle one day and Big
Of course,
Brother.
we knew a candy once, but that's another story.
Yeah.
Yes, there you go, moving on from that.
Oh, right, yes, that one.
Yes. So...
That was a way to get off, wasn't
so
it?
that was quite interesting. So mouses are back and you're flat.
One.
Yeah.
I shall be scattering traps.
And of course I saw you in Derby a few weeks back when I managed to escape rather quickly, didn't I? When you having a deep conversation with somebody. When I gave you your snuff box back.
Ah, that's right.
Yes.
Oh, that was...
Charles.
Charles, yeah. Hey, Charles, if you're watching.
Hello.
He's an amazing guy, actually.
Yeah,
he
had more time then.
Because poor chap had an accident. Well, he didn't an accident. Somebody broke a bar stool over his head.
Good Lord.
But he does family research for people.
What does he?
He's an excellent poet. He taught English and poetry to children.
Oh, right.
And he's an extremely able man once you can get him talking about things.
Well, it sounds like potential to come on the channel and talk something as a one-off guest.
Yeah, he's a bit nervous, but you could ask him.
Yeah, well, let me just talk about that. Why are people so nervous about standing in front of a camera? I mean, I'm trying to get Thomas to come on camera, and so far that's not happened. And I think a lot of it's to do with nerves.
A lot of people are. I mean, it's like I talked to my brother. Hi, Nick, if you're watching.
Hello.
He says he couldn't do what I do, and I said, well, I couldn't strip an engine down like you can. Everybody has their own talent.
Yes, but we all have the same brain and the same neuro, computer in your head.
Yeah, it's different. It's how you're brought up. I mean,
I know.
I'm the youngest of the children.
Same here.
And I'm the only one who would stand up in a camera, and it doesn't bother me at all. As I said to people, it's like having a conversation, and this is the third person.
Of course so.
But people get nervous, they stutter. And it's the same with acting. It's like I said, we all act. When we were children, you played cowboys and Indians.
Of course so, yeah.
You come in over here, I'll come over there, you say this, you shoot me and then I'll shoot you.
When was the last time you climbed a tree?
Quite a while ago.
Would you like to see that on camera? No, I don't think so.
I used to climb trees. I had a tree of my own. I used to live at a place called Wengrove's Hall.
I'll do it.
I'll have a go. I'm not good at heights. But there was a tree there I had, and I used to climb up and sit there and watch the world.
It makes you think how old that is. How old is climbing trees?
Well, there is a theory that we lived in trees.
Yeah.
That we came down from the trees, that we were sort of ape-like creatures. And sometimes when you're in bed, you feel that like you're falling. There is a theory, and it's only what I heard, that it was when we lived in trees, it stopped you falling out of a tree. So anyway, I mean, there are all sorts of things. Whether it's real or not, I don't know. Please don't push me on it, because I only heard it through.
Well, that could be hearsay. I mean,
it may be true. You never
know.
know.
You don't
So,
know.
what have you been doing?
What have I been doing? I'm basically editing videos. I managed to get another batch done. Not done some for a few days, but we've got quite a bit of memory space on the computer. So I'll edit this lot in the next couple of days, and keep working on content. We did try some videos where instead of cutting out mostly your videos, I have to cut out the ums and the ahs and the breaths and the coughs and whatnot. So what I've been doing previously is just cut them out completely, but then it makes it a little bit jumpy, and you get what you call jump editing. So a few of my last videos, what I did, instead of doing that, I just silenced them. So I cut the sections out and then just made the noise silent.
You notice he never mentions his little problem.
No, well, we'll
if
do
you have
that.
smelly vision, well, not all of us. But,
Well, I can't help it. I baked beans in my tea last night.
Somebody with a back blast like him, you don't want to be in a confined space, let me tell you. Phoo-wee. Woof.
Well, it makes you think. I mean,
makes your eyes run, and mine makes you think.
How old people have been joking about that round long houses? There's old Olaf. He's had too much turnip.
I think the first fart joke was ancient Egypt.
Probably so. Do you know when the first fart joke came about? Why is it that English people find it very funny, but Germans don't?
Yeah, Germans. They're Germans. That's the way they are. They're brought up differently.
We're part German, Anglo Saxon.
Well, I am anyway. I don't know about you.
Well,
anyway,
moving on.
Moving on.
Well, they can't see that, Egil. It's on the floor.
All right. Well, there's a big leather sack full of goodies.
So today, we're going to do a bit of a video to end this. We're going to talk about weapons.
My, that's a big sack you've got.
So there's a big sack of weapons.
Blocking me out the picture. Okay, what do we got?
So let's have a look. We start. We've got about 8 minutes. So
okay.
There we go. We'll talk about that.
Oh, this seems very familiar.
Oh yeah. What's the chances of that, eh?
Bearded axe. You use it for chopping wood and also for hooking things. And
never been so close to you.
Yeah, no, it's disgusting, isn't it? It's called a bearded axe because this is the body, this is the head, and this is the beard. And as I say, it's not that brilliant example, but I'll put that down here.
Yeah.
Oh, now this is for all you churchgoers.
Praise Lord.
Bishops weren't allowed to draw blood, i.e. they couldn't have an axe, they couldn't have a sword, couldn't have a spear. However, you could stove someone's skull in, and that would be considered okay.
Oh, right. So you do get fighting bishops?
Oh yeah, Bishop Odo is on the Barrow Tapestry.
Yes.
And the guy playing Bishop Odo nearly chopped my hand off.
Yeah, that could be your homework for this week.
Yeah, that's great.
Now let's go to the medieval or the basic peasant equivalent.
Boom. Yeah, this is what we call a club. And as I say, you put 2 bits of bread there, you've got yourself a club sandwich.
You can have a little mini club sandwich.
Yeah.
Or you can have a little woof one, just made out of a bit of stick. It's effective though, wouldn't it?
Oh, burn well anyway. Okay, what else we got?
We have another big weapon.
Looks like a mortar shell. Again, clerical stuff.
My first axe I bought, £20, 1999.
Don't you think that looks similar to mine?
It does, but it's made by the same person.
What, JW?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
And we don't mean the guy from Dallas.
Now, you know when you hit it,
yeah,
did that head fly off like
no.
mine?
That's another nice axe.
Another JW?
No.
Same head.
Another one, that's more of a hook axe. That's my favourite, that, for hooking.
Okay.
That's more like it.
What's this Snjall?
That's one of Tyrkir's axes.
Oh, right, because that illustrates better bearded axe.
Yeah, put my face that way, look, you can demonstrate it and how the beard looks, see?
Yeah.
You can imagine the beard, and that's why it's called the bearded axe. Although that's a combat one.
They were used on longships where you fought at sea, pulled the longships together.
Now, you might strike pause, and you might only be allowed and afford a small axe.
Chopper.
Indeed. But that's quite nice because it's a nice design.
Don't like the hole in it.
No, but that old is quite nice.
Yeah.
And you'll get away with that. This is actually a 19th century axe, one I used to use on camp because I can take the handle off on a good day. But it's a very old design.
It's almost like a cooking utensil.
Yes, it is. It's more of a cooking knife. So, another axe. I like axes, you might have gathered.
Yeah, I gathered that.
Oh, that was Lee's old axe.
That's the big brother. Could do with a clean there.
It could do.
Rust. Not acceptable.
Well, I don't use that one, it's too heavy. There's my first sword.
Alright. Alright.
Of course, you've got to put them all back in a minute.
Goody. Is this a Binsey?
It is a Binsey. I got it off Lynn. She got me the blade and somebody made the handle and put it on for me.
My mate Lynn.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
if
hello.
you're watching, Lynn, hang in there, girl.
I paid £100 for that. That was a bargain.
Yeah.
Could you think a Binsey sword now? There was a very nice one on Facebook. Shop, a Binsey, £500.
Well, as I say, Lynn, she's unfortunately not very well, but she did the most amazing embroidery. I've got her cloak. Oh yeah, Norwegian.
Well, yeah, you have to bring that one day, show on camera.
Yeah. And she used to do the most amazing food for us.
Just explain the Norwegian blade.
This is a single-edged as opposed to a double-edged, and would be called a langer sax or long knife.
I don't know, does a tang look like it's slightly at an angle?
Yeah, what it is, if you notice,
It's been whacked a bit.
when you've been fighting, you hit, and the tang bends, eventually it'll snap.
It will snap one day.
And it'll snap in there.
Yeah, I'll probably snap there actually. The most common break is there, or round about here.
Which the tang's the weak part of.
But then what you do then, you reforge this area, and you make a nice sax or lang sax out
What
of
the
it.
problem is, we've gone for elegance rather than
And of
practicality.
course, one last weapon is that sword I converted recently, which was a broken sword. Although it does ring if you get a weapon.
It's a bit short.
The bows!
We've got an old blade over there on the floor. I don't know if you can reforge
We were talking about
that.
this in a video, and we're saying how it would be a good sword for a young lad who's coming up to be a warrior as a first sword to practice with.
Yeah.
So you want to hand them back.
Oh, goody. There you
And
are.
there's one axe. Oh, we do like our axes. That one's got some bit of work on it. I'm trying to work on slowly.
Mine's got my name on it. Literally.
You should always put your axes down and the handle up. But would a Viking have carried a sack like this into battle with all these weapons?
No. Maybe if he was a quartermaster. Yeah, look, I've got my name runes on it.
Oh yeah, well we can have that one up there.
That was done when I was at school at Stoke-on-Trent.
I always think that just like a propeller from a boat. But
Oh, mortar shell.
yeah.
I nearly got killed by a mortar shell, you know.
Did you?
Yeah. Well,
Oh dear.
my first exercise in the territorial army.
You might never been here.
Yeah, I was a runner for the Sergeant Major, and we saw this thing lying on the ground. I said, "What's that, Sergeant Major?" "Don't worry." We walked along, and there was a sign saying "Danger UXB."
Now, so that was quite a close call for you.
I've had a number of close calls in the army.
Now, which is better, a sheath or a scabbard?
Scabbard for a sword.
Scabbard, I'd say. He wants a
Yeah.
solid scabbard.
Although it does protect it, it's, if you notice, if you try and pull it out quick, it'll stick. See it in Gladiator,
But they don't make that noise like ding, do they?
unless they're metal.
Yeah, well, if you've got a metal chape at the top, then you may get a slight noise, but they do emphasise it on the movies.
The same as they will go on about the iron ring on the belt. Well, if you've paid out that much, you can have a scabbard.
Now, if you had a bag of weapons like that, you'd be very wealthy back in the Dark Ages.
They'd probably stick it on the long ship. And what they used to do with the weapons on the long ship is cover them with pork fat.
Yes, you could see that.
That would stop the salt getting through, and that's on your metal as well.
Right, we do hope you enjoy the Flog 30, a bit of a weapons flog, and hopefully in the future when it cooled down a bit outside, we get some better weather, we'll demonstrate a few of these weapons.
It's the rain, isn't it, that does it?
Yeah, the rain doesn't really help. It's either too cold and raining or it's too hot outside.
And ironically, if it was snowing, it wouldn't matter.
No.
It's just stability of weather. And the wind affects the sound, doesn't it?
And do you have any ideas for the next vlog? Let us know, or any vlog in the future.
Leave us a comment. That's a good way, isn't it?
We'll try to make the 50th vlog in 20 vlogs time a big vlog and actually go out somewhere for that.
And also, may become a subscriber.
If you're new, yes.
Yeah. And go to share our vids on Reddit. I nearly got it right. And leave it in the same way.
Oh, yes.
So anyway, I think that's all I've got to say. So
It's getting warm in here. Let's go and cool down for a few minutes.
Wolf.
Goodbye, folks.
Bye.